Back to our area now. The week anniversary of the bombings was also marked by a ceremony today in Appleton, recognized those affected by the bombings, and this event was part of the National Crime Victims' Rights Week. Runners who were at the marathon were also taking part. Fox 11's Eric Peterson joins us now with more on this story. Eric?
Good evening, Michelle. For many runners, obviously, it was supposed to be the race of a lifetime, but in an instant, everything changed when those bombs went off.
Just tears immediately, crying and just saying, why? You know, why is this happening? I was just there. You know, it's so upsetting.
Kim Neer of Appleton had just finished her first Boston Marathon about 20 minutes before the first explosion.
I had wanted to run the race for just fun, just not worry about the time, and something told me to run it as fast as I could that day, and I did.
Steve Wickard of Appleton says he was 4 to 5 minutes ahead of the blast.
It was a big explosion, and we didn't know what it was. We all looked back to see where it was, right behind us, and again, there was another explosion. We saw the flash, we saw the smoke.
The runners turned victims were recognized as part of a ceremony at the Outagamie County Justice Center. Stephanie Jens is the county's victim witness coordinator. She says last year there were almost 3,000 victims of crime in Outagamie County alone.
Often in the news we do hear about the offenders and what their rights are and what's going on with them, but we kind of forget, or the victims and witnesses are forgotten in that.
This year's theme is new challenges, new solutions.
So it's just kind of a way for us to be rejuvenated. Instead of just doing your work every day, take a moment to think about the impact and what you're doing for victims and how you can help them throughout the whole year.
And some of those who find themselves victims of the Boston bombings say they're starting to cope.
You realize victim support is pretty darn important. When they're at their weakest moments, sometimes the victims are.
Every day it gets a little bit easier, but watching the news stories unfold on Friday brought up the emotions again.
Now, as we mentioned, there will be a Run for Boston tribute tonight. Steve Wickard and Kim Neer say they'll be there. Tom?